Productivity, we all crave it, we chase after it, but sometimes it feels frustratingly out of reach. Why? Because many of us have bought into productivity myths that frankly just don't hold up in the real world. These myths can trick us into thinking we're not doing enough, working hard enough, or being productive enough. But the truth is, real productivity isn't about pushing harder or doing more. It's about working smarter and aligning your efforts with what truly matters. So, if you're ready to ditch the guilt, break free from these limiting beliefs, and unlock your true productivity potential, buckle up. We're about to bust 10 common productivity myths that might be holding you back. Let's face it, we've all been lured in by the allure of multitasking. We live in a world that glorifies the get-it-all-done mentality, juggling countless tasks at once. But here's the hard truth. Our brains just aren't wired for it. Think about it. When you try to focus on multiple things at once, you're essentially forcing your brain to rapidly switch between tasks. This constant mental gymnastics actually slows you down, increases errors, and leaves you feeling scattered and drained. Instead of trying to be a master juggler, embrace the power of single tasking. Choose one task, block out distractions, and give it your full, undivided attention. You'll be surprised by how much more you accomplish and how much calmer and clearer your mind feels. Remember, true productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most and doing it well. This myth is a recipe for burnout. We often wear long hours as a badge of honor, believing that more time invested equals more output. But here's the catch. Our productivity is finite. Just like a car can't run forever without refueling, our brains and bodies need rest and rejuvenation to perform at their best. Pushing yourself beyond your limits leads to exhaustion, decreased focus, and ultimately, lower quality work. Instead of glorifying the grind, prioritize sustainable work habits. Set realistic work hours, build in regular breaks, and don't be afraid to disconnect and recharge. Remember, rest is not a luxury. It's an investment in your long-term productivity. Think of it this way. Would you rather work for 12 hours at 50% capacity or 8 hours at 100%? The choice is clear. Now, I'm not knocking the early birds out there. Waking up early can be a great way to start the day, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution for productivity. The truth is, we all have different chronotypes, our own unique internal clocks that dictate our natural sleep-wake cycles. Some of us are hardwired to be morning larks, while others are most alert and creative in the evening hours. The key is to identify your own peak productivity times and structure your day accordingly. Instead of forcing yourself to conform to someone else's ideal schedule, experiment with different wake-up times and routines. Pay attention to when you feel most energized and focused, and schedule your most demanding tasks during those windows. Remember, productivity is personal. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's perfectly okay. Embrace your own rhythm and design a schedule that supports your natural energy flow. Myth number 4. You need to be busy to be productive. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the busy trap, the relentless pursuit of doing more, attending more meetings, and filling every minute of our calendars. But here's the truth. Busyness does not equal productivity. In fact, constantly being on can actually hinder our productivity by scattering our focus and preventing us from dedicating the necessary time and attention to our most important tasks. True productivity isn't about being busy, it's about being intentional. It's about focusing on the tasks that truly move the needle and making progress on our goals, even if it means saying no to distractions and non-essential commitments. Remember, it's okay to have white space in your calendar. Use those pockets of time to recharge, reflect, and prioritize. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is nothing at all. Myth number 5. A clean desk equals a productive mind. Now, this myth might resonate with some of you, while others are nodding their heads in disagreement. And that's the point. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to workspace organization. While some people thrive in a minimalist, clutter-free environment, others find that a bit of organized chaos sparks their creativity and keeps them inspired. The key is to find what works best for you. If a clean desk helps you clear your mind and focus, then by all means keep it tidy. But if you find yourself more productive, surrounded by sticky notes, to-do lists, and the occasional coffee mug, that's okay too. Remember, your workspace should be a reflection of your working style. Experiment, find what feels good, and create an environment that supports your unique productivity flow. Working under pressure improves results. We've all been there. The adrenaline rush of a looming deadline, the laser focus that comes with a time crunch. And while it's true that deadlines can be motivating, relying on pressure as your primary source of motivation is a recipe for burnout. Consistently working under pressure leads to chronic stress, which can actually impair cognitive function, stifle creativity, and ultimately decrease the quality of your work. Instead of thriving on chaos, aim for sustainable productivity. Break down large projects into smaller, more manageable tasks, set realistic deadlines, and prioritize your well-being. Remember, you'll produce your best work when you're calm, focused, and energized. Think of it like this. Would you rather sprint towards the finish line, exhausted and depleted, or pace yourself strategically and cross it feeling strong and accomplished? Successful people never take breaks. This myth is one of the most pervasive and damaging ones out there. It perpetuates the idea that productivity is about pushing through exhaustion, sacrificing self-care, and grinding until you drop. But here's the truth. Successful people understand the importance of rest and rejuvenation. Breaks aren't a luxury, they're a necessity. They allow your brain and body to recharge, prevent burnout, and ultimately enhance your focus, creativity, and overall well-being. Instead of wearing hustle culture as a badge of honor, embrace the power of downtime. Schedule regular breaks throughout your day, step away from your workspace, move your body, engage in activities you enjoy, and give yourself permission to disconnect and recharge. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself, and you'll be amazed by how much more productive and fulfilled you become. Chapter 8. Myth number 8. Technology always increases productivity. Technology is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides us with incredible tools and resources that can streamline our workflows, connect us with others, and enhance our productivity. But on the other hand, it can be a major source of distraction, procrastination, and overwhelm. The key to leveraging technology effectively is to use it mindfully and intentionally, rather than allowing it to control us. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media or getting lost in a sea of notifications, set boundaries around your technology use. Designate specific times for checking email, silence notifications during focused work sessions, and be selective about the apps and platforms you allow into your digital space. Remember, technology should serve you, not the other way around. Be intentional about how you use it, and you'll unlock its true potential to enhance your productivity and well-being. You should always say yes to opportunities. Saying yes to new opportunities can be exciting and lead to incredible experiences. However, constantly saying yes can quickly lead to feeling overwhelmed, scattered, and ultimately unproductive. Remember, every time you say yes to one thing, you're inherently saying no to something else. It's about making conscious choices about how you spend your time and energy. Instead of feeling obligated to say yes to every request or invitation, learn the power of saying no. Be selective about the opportunities you pursue, and prioritize those that align with your goals, values, and passions. Remember, it's okay to set boundaries and protect your time and energy. Saying no can be a powerful act of self-care and a key ingredient in achieving sustainable productivity and fulfillment. Willpower is a valuable resource, but it's not an endless well. Relying solely on willpower to stay productive can be like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach. It's simply not sustainable. Instead of relying on brute force, focus on building systems and habits that support your productivity goals. Create a conducive environment that minimizes distractions, design routines that promote focus and flow, and break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Remember, sustainable productivity isn't about being perfect. It's about creating an environment and a set of habits that make it easier to show up and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. By building systems that support your goals, you'll free up your willpower for other important tasks, like making decisions, navigating challenges, and pursuing your passions. We've just busted 10 common productivity myths, but we're not done yet. There's one more myth that might just change the way you think about productivity altogether. Stay tuned, because this one's a game changer. Don't miss out on the final myth-busting revelation. We're about to unveil a productivity principle that's often overlooked, but can have a profound impact on your ability to achieve your goals. Get ready to unlock a whole new level of productivity. Thanks for joining me on this myth-busting journey. I hope you've gained some valuable insights into the true nature of productivity and feel empowered to ditch the limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. Remember, productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most in a way that feels good and supports your well-being. Now, I want to hear from you. Which productivity myth are you ready to bust? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content.